This is why I dropped. Another reason I dropped out of college. I couldn't stand. I didn't know how to stand. I didn't have a father to teach me how to stand when it's tough. And so when it happened, I felt like it was my fault, and I need to go back home. And then I realized it took me a while to gain the tool of we are our own individuals. We have a choice and we have a responsibility to either listen or don't listen. There was a time where I was like, I have to stop trying to help because it hurts. If that person is not willing to help themselves, they actually step out and do something. But that took years. That took years to me just wash my hands in a way like you come back and you're actually ready. We could do that.
And not to kind of get off subject, but it pertains to the topic. I feel like us as a culture, every culture got its own, abnormal behaviors and
Yes, sir.
morals and etc. However, talking about the culture of black people in America, where I come from, I don't think we really understand the ripple effects, such as like, although you're able to make decisions that mitigate you from going to prison, you went to college. Now your brothers, the decision they're making, the lifestyle they're living, they probably felt like the consequence would be only for them,
Yep.
without really realizing that everybody suffer
Everybody
from you
suffer.
being gone. So incarceration is a disease. Incarceration affects every person in that immediate family.
And you take that person, there's another person, there's a wife, there's a husband, there's kids, there's grandma, there's grandparents, there's aunts, there's brothers, there's sisters. And
Exactly, bro. So now digging deeper to that aspect, think about how many black people, how many black families have endured some form of incarceration, for the most part, by the father. My dad was incarcerated, where it's more so like not encouraged, but complimented. You do whatever you did wrong. You go to prison. You don't snitch, and you get out with the utmost respect, the utmost love. So, what growing boy who really love their father or their uncle or their big brother wouldn't want to follow those same footsteps?
Loyalty, quote unquote, all that. Yeah.
That's my dad. That's my uncle. Look how everybody respects him. Look how you get out of prison, they throw you a party. Getting out of prison is not the same to graduating high school, going to college. But why is it the same amenities? You still get a party. You still get shown love. You still get complimented. Like, that shouldn't happen. I got out of prison. I don't want no party, no welcome home party. Don't take me to dinner, nothing. I can get out of prison. I messed up. Now it's time for me to work hard. So, bro, incarceration, it hits deep because surrounding incarceration. Now, what other core values and morals are we taught that comes with incarceration? That eye for an eye, that undying and unwavering loyalty to people who's not even good to you, but because this is what was taught to us, we will sacrifice ourselves to make a decision we know we don't want to make that could possibly send us to prison. However, we do it anyways because this is what we was taught.
That's what we was taught.
Digging deeper to that.
Go for it.
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. School to prison pipeline is serious, bro. So when I'm going to school and, I was sexually and physically and mentally abused at home. So when I did go to school, I did act out and have these angry outbursts. However, me being 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, when I'm having these angry outbursts, it should have just been that. Instead of focusing on the what, they should have focused on the why. However, they got this system designed for it. Now, every time I had an angry outburst, they would document it, suspend me. And then as I become 11, 12, start skipping school, it's like now they're creating a criminal profile for me.
Yes.
That angriness as a child equates to becoming violent as a teenager. So now I'm a violent offender. Like how? I was only going to school and I was being assaulted at home, so when I did go to school, I act out in ways I shouldn't. However, I wasn't violent. I was angry and sad and didn't know how to properly express my emotions regarding what was going on to me at home.
It took me breaking hearts to realize that. It took me breaking hearts to realize that for some reason, inside the black community, there's a lot of sexual abuse.
That you better not tell nobody else what's going on in his home.
Nope.
So essentially, bro, we're being raised to protect child molesters and rapists and continuing to just suffer in silence. That's what we're being taught. That's where the no snitching come from. Like, seriously? So it's still being taught to protect the ones and love the ones who's hurting us to the core? No, bro. So once I start understanding my generational mishaps and the system as an entirety, that's when I really start to reach within again. Because it's like the new Jim Crow mass incarceration is just... It's just laws and practices put in place it's the continuation of authority, bro, in and outside of incarceration. Like, it's bad, bro. So for the people that don't understand it,
A lot don't understand why we walk around. And this is one of the things I spoke about a while ago, the angry black man face. I didn't hurt a lot of people with it.
It's real.
And it's not only a face, it's a demeanor, demon demeanor.
It's real.
Walking around traumatized, paranoid, all of it bundled up in one. I remember trauma being so strong that it sat there and it just played over my mind over and over again. Growing up in the system, my brothers growing up in the system, people in prison, brothers in prisons, brothers in gangs, getting beat, like everything. Everything. You have trauma people that hurt people.
Yeah.
Your traumatized parents going to traumatize you if they're not woke or aware of anything. No emotion.